Hello, welcome to Love Goddess Tarot. I'm Tanya and I'm going to do a love reading for you today. We want to see what the energies of love are doing. It's for today, but also for the time ahead. I wanted to just mention that there's quite an intense soulmate energy at the moment happening on the planet. Soulmates and twin flames, and I'd like to talk about that a little bit, because it is a time like no other where your twin flame and your soulmate connections are going to be coming through stronger and stronger. Twin flame energies are mirrored energies, two parts of the same soul. And in order for you to meet, circumstances will mysteriously and magically align, and there are intense lessons to be learned. It will always feel like it is not the first time that you're coming together to do this, and you've probably done it in many lifetimes, and possibly many other planets too. Your soulmate connections are reincarnating now with you at the same time on the earth plane. And you'll meet because they prepare you. They prepare you to meet yourself at a much deeper level. This is a time of intense energy healing, intense and deep connections, profound connections, and nothing about any of this will feel normal. So if you are listening to me today, I just want to say to you, no, you're not crazy. You're quite sane. You're just tuning in to what your soul has been predestined to come down here to learn. These are soul contracts, these are soul connections, and they're deep and profound. And the best thing to do is to go with the flow and to work on opening your heart, healing yourself, being able to connect with yourself deeply within, so that you have the strongest relationship with yourself, a relationship of self-love, self-worth, and self-acceptance for who you are, the unique being, this beautiful, infinite being that you are, so that you can be an understanding partner, so that you can attract in the right connection and also the right level of understanding with each other. This is so important at this time. So let us have a look what we are going to receive today. So we're asking Spirit to please give us the messages that we need to receive, the messages for you, the viewers, to do with love, to do with your love lives. And we're going to start just to have a look at the energies that are taking place at the moment, because a lot of you may be feeling conflicted and confused at times, not really understanding what is going on. There's a lot of wounding, miscommunication that's happening, and just being in a different space and in different places, to each other, so that these misunderstandings come about and they end up causing more unhappiness than happiness. And there are things that can be avoided, and that's what we'd like to have a look at, to see what the energies are doing for you at this time. So we're going to start with our reading, and this is a very resolute card. It shows that you have made a decision in the last while to release and let go of the past. And I mean everything of your emotional past that you perhaps still yearned after, perhaps had questions about, perhaps felt still hurt about. As you can see, this figure is walking away, no longer interested, going on their own journey. And it's a journey of self. And one of the things you need to realize is this is a journey of self. It's a journey of self-discovery, because in seeking love, we find it first and foremost within ourselves. And this is a time of opening the heart, of taking a new direction, not going down the same old roads anymore. So this is leaving behind a pattern, a way of being, perhaps a way of seeing things, believing in certain things that no longer worked for you, and you're leaving them behind. You're going to let them go. You're moving forward. And for some, it is leaving a relationship behind. Yes, closing the door finally. Letting go of something that didn't work. And this is a time of self-discovery and also finding out what you really and truly want deep within, from yourself and from your relationships. Now, this isn't something that has been, a new thing. As you can see, we're having a lot of cups coming up today already. And this is just such a beautiful card. The Six of Cups is all of memories, good memories, nostalgia, and thinking back to the past. And, I see this as almost a card that shows that as you walk away within yourself from the old ways that you used to relate in your relationships that no longer work for you, somebody that you still have a very strong connection, a soulmate connection with, is coming back into your life. So this can be an ex, it can be someone you know from the past, but it can also be a past life connection. And you're going to meet someone. So be really aware of the people that cross your path right now, because you're very ready to start in a new way. And then we have the King of Wands energy coming in. Well, it's a very dynamic and very strong-willed person that's showing up. Quite a temperamental sort of soul that has some very fabulous ideas and can certainly talk the birds out of the trees. I would not be surprised if this is somebody that's in some sort of entrepreneurial sales service kind of job, because they are just really, really good with people, really good with connecting and conversations. And please note that this applies to all genders and gender neutral. This does not specifically indicate male. But the King of Wands traditionally is someone who's pretty solid in themselves. They think outside the box. And I feel for a lot of you, you're quite empathic, very strong within yourself, and you certainly know what you want. So this person is going to be very attracted to these qualities in you, your emotional vulnerability, your strength, and they see you as unique and different. So this will be a very interesting meeting, perhaps to do with a conversation, or even I'm getting, you might meet up through some sort of deal or business connection. Keep your minds open and your eyes peeled. And here we have the Hierophant. Well, it's talking about tradition. It's talking about those in your life coming in that have values. It's about, someone who's on the same wavelength as you spiritually. And you're going to be looking for more traditional type of situations. Perhaps for some of you, this means because you'd like to have children, you want to be in a marriage. Even if for some of you it's your second or third marriage, your values have changed. This is about values. This is about the inner work that you've done, and you've aligned with new values, and your person is also going to have the same values and will be quite traditional in their thinking in certain ways, even though they think completely out of the box in other ways. So you will find yourself almost connecting in a way that's far deeper than you've ever connected before. Again, this is divinely ordained. There's a feeling of that twin flame energy, that soulmate energy, that the divine is conspiring to bring to you. So just stay centered in yourself, in your own sense of self-worth and love, and allow this connection to come to you. This is not about chasing love. This is not about desperately going and wanting something so badly that you feel like you're going to absolutely perish if you don't have it. This is about truly knowing from a deep place within your heart and soul that you are destined for a great love. And that is what the energies are bringing you. They're supporting you in this way so that a great love can enter into your life. And great love can mean even the people around you transforming, because you are setting this in motion, this powerful, powerful energy of your inner creator or creatrix. You're setting this in motion, and it's bringing you exactly what you want. And this is very exciting. So stay in that sense of excitement and anticipation, because that energy makes things move and gets things going. Some of you may be at a place where you're wondering if you're ever going to get what you want. You've looked back, you felt like you've worked so hard on yourself. You feel like you've put so much into your relationships in the past. You're just that person who just keeps on giving, and I really feel some of you give way, way more than you ever receive. And this is what you might be looking at right now in terms of, well, if I'm giving out so much, what do I need? What do I want? And for some of you, it may be the first time that you're actually really looking deeply at your own needs. What is it that has kept you so stuck and so trapped in a certain way of thinking that you believe you don't deserve it? This is the universe saying you do. You deserve love, true love, real love, a powerful, passionate love. So as you reflect, remember too to be proud of yourself for how far you've come. You're an amazing soul, and you need to praise yourself more often. There is an energy that is around your love life at the moment where you might be feeling a little more reserved than usual. So I've said this before, things are going to go a little slower than anticipated, but that's okay, because it gives you plenty of time to feel safe. It gives you plenty of time to regulate your nervous system. I do feel that some of you may feel very anxious in the beginning because of all your past hurts. You might have so much anxiety around love and, will they want me? Will they stay with me? Will they leave me? There's some rejection and abandonment healing that will still continue, and that's okay, because soulmates and twin flames are not happily ever after situations in the way that, we dance our way to, the wonderful place. There are lessons, there's healing needed before you can have that happily ever after. And these are your soul partners that come in to help you to heal so that you can move forward. So open your heart, let it in, let love in, and allow yourself to heal. There's a lot of overthinking happening. So there's a feeling that you might be feeling quite stressed at times. Your mind is going all over the show, especially at the beginning. There may be some conversations you have with people in your life that are not going to be very positive. The advice they give may be advice that they best keep to themselves. There could be some gossip. You could find out some information that you think about this person is like negative, or, it just appears like there's something that you feel you can't trust due to what you hear, what you read, what you see. So I want you to be discerning, yes. However, trust until proven otherwise. A lot of this is coming from the mind, and it's also the opinions of others. They're coming from their place of their own hurts, and they can't kind of give you the right advice if they themselves aren't healed. So just remember this. And the big key to this also is that as you heal, you have to learn to trust. You have to learn to trust, and this will help you shift your perspective, because this is also a sense to me that there may be some arguments or some conflict or some tension, stubbornness that comes in, and there could be some issues with third parties like exes, or someone that they recently ended things with, or somebody that's kind of still in the periphery. I feel like there could be somebody still in the picture, but they're trying to shift them out, and you just don't trust all of this. But you have to let things flow. Remember that these are all just lessons. The love is real. Trust the love. And here we have the Queen of Cups, and this represents, in a way, your feminine emotions, your vulnerability, your openness. And of course, this applies to both male and female. It applies to that emotional sense, that inner opening of the heart, but also being very sensitive to feelings. And so you're wondering at times, can I trust my intuition? Can I trust the senses that I'm feeling? And yes, you can, but sometimes remember, if you're coming from a place of fear, then that's going to be a clouded sort of sense that you have, and that causes a lot of confusion. So if you feel that, please just step back, call on your guides and angels and ask them to help you to see clearly. Ask them for clarity, and you will receive it. And so as the final outcome, very interestingly, we have the Devil card. Now, traditionally, this card is known as rather a negative card, but it represents something far more deep. And I always believe energies are neutral. It's what you do with them. And this is all about your passion. This is about not denying your passion, because passion in itself is a beautiful thing, but when we begin to deny it and suppress it, then all sorts of codependent, addictive behavior patterns come into being. It's possible that you or your partner are struggling at this time with one form of addiction or another. Now, it simply means there's an excess of energy happening. And so this needs to be healed. And you're coming together not to be enslaved and codependent. You're coming together to recognize and learn about your power. And so these sort of temptations to fall back into the old ways is something that you can now change. You no longer need to be a slave to your limiting beliefs or to your suppressed emotions that cause you to self-sabotage things at times. So this is an inner sense for me of don't sabotage this relationship. Don't sabotage this connection with that person, but it will also trigger some of your more darker shadow side of things, and it needs to be loved and embraced, these parts of you. There's not always just one, there's sometimes more. So allow yourself to really be honest with yourself and be gentle with yourself. Let things open up for you. Let the relationship unfold for you, and see the good. See the good things that are being brought in. It has potential with the world. This has potential that is beyond those inner limitations, because not only are you blessed by spirit, not only is this a past life connection, a twin flame connection, and a soul connection, this also means that anything is possible. So you may find this person is really good at communication. They may be foreign, not the same religion or even culture as you. You may be drawn to faraway places as you connect. This is also to do with your past lives. You may find yourselves traveling or even moving abroad somewhere. And so there's beautiful, absolutely wonderful, passionate things coming with this person. And it is worth the wait. For those of you who are still waiting, it is worth the wait. Don't give up. Stick to your guns and know that it's just a time of healing the past, of doing that deep inner work and reflection, and allowing this connection to unfold for you and to come to you. And if you're in it already, do not go into fear. Do not go into arguments and negativities. Really feel that sense of how you can shift things with a different perspective. And those third-party involvements that are at the moment still in the picture, step back and play dead and observe. I feel like your person will be dealing with this, and it's their business to deal with. Allow them to. And I'm using the Doreen Virtue Romance Angel cards, and it's about loving yourself first. So your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. The relationship with yourself is the key to all other relationships. And when you deeply adore and love yourself, you will attract that partner that deeply adores and loves you too. And it's a very passionate card. There's a lot of passion and a lot of intensity. And again, this brings me to that feeling that your connection is divinely guided, that it's a twin flame connection, a strong connection. And it is worth seeing where this goes. It is the basis of everything that is to do with you. You will discover a sense of self through this other person. You will be deeper in love with yourself as you love them. And it all comes from you. Everything comes from you. So have a beautiful day. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more. And leave me a comment. Let me know if this resonates with you today. And love and blessings. We'll chat soon. Thanks so much.